Hey, welcome to the channel. It's Ford and back, and I'm on my Lynx. My Lynx, geez, that sounds nice to say. Got to go to the shops to get a thing for my kids so they stop annoying me. So I've been on the V14 in my recent videos and haven't popped back onto the Lynx. It's been really wet and I've been really busy, and it all really sucks because I really want to get back on these new wheels and feel them out. I've got a lot of people asking a lot of questions and I need to answer them, so I need to get on them and just figure out what's going on. Biggest question is, what would you buy, the Lynx or the V14? And I really do think that they're kind of for different things, and yeah, different needs. One's just got a bit more range, feels a little bit more stable with the 20-inch tyre, and the other one's probably good for your tricks and your trails more so. So my plan is to use the Lynx on the street, but every time I jump down something or feel that suspension, I really want to actually take it into the trails as well. Just don't want to dirty it up. But still gets a lot of looks. Here I am in the public eye at the moment. You go out to the busy shops and everybody just looks. And yeah, this is a really good machine to look at. So I'm going to just wheel it into a little shop here, go buy a cable. I'll keep the camera running and let's just see what people's reactions are to the Lynx. Because it is a little bit bigger, a little bit blacker. Usually I use the V11 for my commuter and going to the shops. But yeah, this is beautiful wheel. It just has instant go. As soon as you start to move, it just goes, yep, okay, and comes with you. It just feels so nice on the little drops and bops, and yeah, really enjoying it. Everybody that rolls on it says the same thing. And I'm just looking forward to spending more time on it. The pedals still feel a little bit foreign to me, just the way that things are set up, and perhaps I need to angle things back, jump into the settings just a little bit more. I feel really in the flow with this wheel. Like, it feels like a part of my body, and just, if you go, if you carve it up, it just comes with you so easily. Just not much weight at all. And that tyre just rolls nicely.
What is that?
It's called a EUC, or electric unicycle. It's awesome. Yeah. It's like best way to get around. You can sit, but you just stand. It like self-balances, and you just lean and like. So the Lynx went fine in the shop. I find the trolley handle at the back makes it a little bit unfriendly at times, just to negotiate and shift that balance, but it works okay. You just got to use a bit of technique. You're sort of a bit more pushing it from behind, where you find the V11 has the handle in the middle. It maybe is just a bit easier to negotiate those tight aisles, but it is so light, it was easy. I juggled a few things around. I kept setting off the finger horn. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a speed run, start to get used to how this Lynx performs at speed, just to wrap this video up and start to get used to the Lynx. And it just goes. Good braking. Here's a big car park that I take the V13 to, and I'll just come down here. Should have the place to myself, and I can just do a couple of runs. Here we go. Geez, that wind's coming across it nearly blew me then, so just got to watch that. But it's nice to take these corners, get an idea of where my pedals are sitting. Oh, they've moved. There used to be a skip in here, so I couldn't go as wide. This is nicer. need to adjust the angle of my pedals and maybe just soften them up just a little bit, just to dial in how I like to roll. So on this straight with the V13, I could get it up to about 80 k's when I was feeling good. It's only a short straight before you've got to brake again, so I'll try and get feeling good on this and then just see where I can get it. I'm hitting the 60s at the moment. Feels really stable. You know, on the 16-inch V14 you feel a lot more floaty at speed. This has got a bit of wobble, but I think it's just my pad placement and my foot position. I need to slightly just arrange myself a little differently around the wheel, but you know, compared the V13 feels more stable, but this is still really stable. So a good wheel for that speed. I've done my exercise for the day. Thanks, Siri. But mostly you've got to watch when those wobbles start to kick in. If you're not prepared for that, that might really throw you at 70 kilometers per hour. So, you know, start to get to know your wheel before you really push them. So you've also got a motion sensor on the PIDZOOM horn. So I'm going to hit that lock now. There's a lock button on your ring, and that's just engaged now. So I'm moving and you can hear it gives me a warning tone, and then it kicks into a big alarm. There it is. I better just stop that. And you can just hit the unlock to cancel that alarm. So I'll do that again. Let's just pretend that you're here. You've just parked your wheel, so I'm going to lock it. I'll show you this. Hit the lock button, and that arms the wheel. Now if I move the wheel, it gives you a bit of a warning tone, and then if you decided to move the wheel again, it kicks into that alarm, which is really loud. You can hit the lock just to set that off. So yeah, really cool feature just to have that horn. You could hide that, no one would know that it's there. And if they try to nick your wheel. So really nice horn with a good bunch of features on board. If you want to get the FH30 PIDZOOM horn, just head to pidzoom.com, use my discount code BACK5 and you'll get 5% off, which is very generous of PIDZOOM. Thank you. They're really making some big moves at the moment in the EUC game. If you keep a lookout on all the content creators, you'll see most of them starting to roll with a little bit of PIDZOOM kit, and there's more coming out. So yeah, good on you, Bob. So yeah, I roll with the FH30 now on my wheels, and I can just switch it up between the wheels, which is really nice for me just to have. I had a couple of cars pull out on me today when I was off to the shops, and you could just hit it and they hear you. They definitely hear you. So I actually like the volume, and I like keeping the volume up. So often I come out here, I get caught in the rain, and I really didn't want to test the waterproofness of the Lynx. You know, I'm not trying to make that my waterproof wheel. The suspension is really nice on the Lynx, and I just haven't noticed any uncomfort when I'm going down bumps or drops. Okay, we're rolling home in the wet. So I just make sure that all the charge ports are done up. Everything on my camera is closed, and I guess just a little bit slippy on the white lines on the roads. But we got a bit of a speed run in. I'm not too sure how fast we went. I'll have a quick look at the stats on the Apple Watch. Got on my kit. A little bit of mud on the Lynx, I don't like that. Got the PIDZOOM horn still hanging in. Beep. And it just works all the time. I haven't had to charge it, like I don't know. I'll have to check that out, but so far the charge just seems to keep going and going. When you first power up your Lynx, it sort of just gives you this little jolt of power. I like that. Oh, this is really fun. It's fun getting used to a new wheel. Again, I'm still getting used to a couple of new wheels at the moment, and that's great. Thanks for coming along to this real quick video. I think this was just a quick reason for me to get out of the house, and I found an hour to come and play with the wheel. I really don't have a lot of kilometers on the Lynx yet, but I'm working on it. But yeah, I'm loving this and leaning in, and again, I'm at my limits. I've got something new to find and push and reach for. You know, I don't feel as great in these corners when I'm diving in tight yet as I did on the V13. And I think it's just that stability and, you know, the way you can lean off the V13, whereas this wheel is so light. It's really, any slight movement you make, you get a good reaction from the wheel. Your movements really come down into the wheel. So it was great to get out and roll again. I haven't even done 100 kilometers on the Lynx yet. It's a shame. I think I'm about 60 kilometers. I'm really sorry, just had a busy week with the family, being dad, and the weather. And yeah, sometimes, you know, maybe I've just been a bit overwhelmed with so much good stuff happening. I'm just sitting back, taking it all in. I hope you've got good stuff happening in your world. I hope you've got a cool wheel on the way. If you're one of the people I've chatted to in the comments, you've probably got a Lynx, because nearly everybody seems to. I've got my Lynx kit on the way from Grizzla, and I've gone all pink, so it's going to be nice to dress things up. Everyone else is rolling black, so I just wanted mine to stand out. I'll get that on the channel as soon as I can. I'll keep rolling, making some fun videos, and hopefully bring it all to you. Thanks for your support. Thanks for, you know, following my channel. Please give it a like and a sub. It really helps me get some views. So thanks for that. See you next time. Bye.